Right guys, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how long it takes for me to set up my plein air kit in one bag. I've got everything I need in this one bag here. This is an umbrella. I'm going to film it in real time so you can see exactly how long it takes for me to set up. And I'll run through the gear in future videos or probably in the description below. But yeah, just to show you how long it takes me to set up. It's very quick because I believe plein air painting is about time. So get to your scene, you just want to set up and you want to get to work straight away. This kit is the quickest way I've learned to get up and painting as fast as you can. So yeah, see how it goes. So you want a good bag. Mine's an OSPREY. Time this, so it's 656 or 657. So see how much it actually takes. Good OSPREY bag. This is like a hiking bag, any mountain wear store, something like that. You'd be absolutely fine. Painting panels, surfaces. I want to go into what I actually use on another video at some point. Easel, cheap easel from Amazon, doesn't matter. Unless you're in extreme conditions, just get the cheapest one you can get, in my opinion. But better ones are probably advisable. But these ones are about 30 quid off Amazon. I'll put the actual link to which one I've actually got in the description below. But this one is very, very easy to use. It's got like a ballpoint pen, which I like, ballpoint head on it, which is quite useful. So that's your tripod, rags, solvent. This is my plein air Sienna Pochade box. It's the first one I ever brought, and it's lasted me really well. So just clips onto the tripod like that. Screw it on. This one has got a nice tray you can put your brushes on. I've got my pot of medium here, put some multi there with this on, so been open it up. And what I like about it is the squeeze all your paint ready to go. Because the one thing I hate is having to scrape your paint off and take it home. For me, it just makes no sense. I just want to go to shut my box and just be done with it. I don't want to be doing and scraping paint at the end of the day. So I always like boxes you can just shut the lid on and you can just walk straight away. You can deal with it when you get home, just to save your time. Because the weather can change in an instant, so you just got to be ready for that. You don't need this, but I made this. It's like a table you can put on your easel. So you sort of clip it around your leg like that, and then press it out. You turn this round to face it wherever you want it, using the ball head. Nice bit of sunshine. Just doing this at the end of the day, just to show you how quick it can be done, how quick it can be set up. So we've got a table there, and what I like to do with the table is put my mineral spirits on it. This is actually Zestal, but I do use Damsol as well. And then another little trick that I like to do is you get some of these clips, these like squidgy clips like that. You can buy them again from Amazon, dead cheap. They're really good, really useful. Good. Little bits and bobs like this to hold things down, especially if it's windy. You can get a couple of rags, get a couple of these clips, and you can put one hard side on here. You can see on top, or the top of mineral spirits on top. And you can have, obviously, what I generally do is I do wear gloves sometimes when I'm painting. But what I like to do is keep a base of toilet roll, kitchen roll here. And always carry a bag for your weights. Don't believe in you should leave the place wherever you are exactly as you first came. There should be no rubbish left. I'm not about leaving rubbish in the house, so especially your rags. So if I'm holding one and we were brushing, you can wipe your brush on here and just tuck it straight in there, and you're done. Just saves you trucking around, chasing rags blowing away everywhere. Just keep them nice and safe. So you've got your paints and brushes on there. Oh, like I said earlier, this is just a bamboo roll. You can just put the brushes in, just to carry them in nice and safe. You can roll them up. You don't have to clean them and roll up in this. Clean them when you get home. And then got the 2 panels. So what I like to do is if you don't want to carry a wet panel carrier, you can just buy 2 panels the same and then put some either matchsticks or cork on top of each other and then wrap some masking tape around it and put them together. As long as the wet sides facing each other, you pop that in your bag and you'll be able to carry an extra equipment. That's the best, most economical way you can do with carrying wet paint, and that's the solution I've done for many years. But I have got a wet panel carrier as well. But for this demonstration, I want to show you the lowest fuss method to get out and paint it, because that's what it's all about. You just want to be able to set up, no fuss, and crack on. So with this little sharp bottom, like I say, this is a Sienna Plein Air. It's actually one that I just bought. I had no idea what I was doing. I just clicked online and typed in Plein Air, bought this, and it's actually a really solid piece of kit. And it's one I've actually used more than anything else. You see my previous video, I actually had from Tuesday, but that's the first time I've really ever used that, because it's just better in like windy conditions, and I wanted to paint it a bit bigger on that particular piece. But most of the time I'm doing 9x12s, 10x8s. This is a little bit bigger, but it's generally this sort of size. Some people can just pop back in your bag. But as you can see, I've been painting as I've been talking to you and demonstrating. I'm set up ready to go. Got linseed in here. I just take that lid off, take that off. Got my rags, got my subject, and I'm set up within 6 minutes. And that's with me talking to you and setting up. So you can imagine how quick you can pack down as well. So this is the best method I find. Obviously, there's going to be much better setup that you could probably use. But this tripod, I know I could get a much better one. But generally, this is what I use most of the time when I'm plein air painting, because it's just easy. Like I say, I can put my wet panel down, shut the box. I don't have to clean up any paint. I can do it all when I get home, and I'm ready to go. Worst case scenario, say the weather does change, especially rain, or say it's a really sunny day, like if some of you seen my last video. I don't use this very often, to be honest, but it is handy. I actually bought it from a friend, so I don't actually know his specific name, but I'll find it out and put it in the description. But what you can do with this is, it's always handy to have an umbrella. This one is one you can attach to the ground. Obviously, you'd have to put this in a place where you know you can attach it to the ground. So if you're painting it like a street scene, obviously I've not really come across that yet, but obviously I won't be able to pop that into the ground. But generally I'm painting landscape, so it's low fuss. But you can get this up, you can plant it in the ground, get your umbrella up, clip it in there, and then you can adjust it to what you want. And there you've got shade and protection from the rain. But most people use clear ones, which will be better because it gives you a more ambient light. Obviously this one's quite dark, it's just something just to protect me from rain and sun really. But the best ones you can get are clear ones. I've not got one myself, but I know a lot of painters do use them. But for me, this is a quick, easy setup, and this is how I do it. So you've seen this in real time. I'm not editing any of this. So for jumble on, sorry about that, but just wanted to show you literally how long it takes with no fuss in real time. So, right, I'm going to pack it all down now, again in real time. And then you can see, I'm just going to pack it down, and then I'll list things on screen that I thought about, the names of different things, so you can see it, or just check it in the description. I'll put it all in there. But the best thing is just get a load a low budget solution just to start off with. Like I say, I had no idea what I was doing when I first bought my kit, but luckily I did buy this one, and this one is really a quite good one. It's Sienna Plein kit, and like I say, I've made another little Pochade box which I made myself, and I've bought a French easel that you seen in the last one. But generally, this is my go-to because you don't really want to be painting bigger than 9x12 for someone at my level, just beginning or whatever. Just paint small and often. That's generally the key. So a lot of people find gear a stumbling block. So I just want to show you what I use as a setup. This is what I've developed over a couple of years. Like I say, it's not the best or the most fashionable setup, but it's quick. It's not too heavy. There's going to be lighter Pochade backs in the market, but it's a solid piece of kit. It's simple. Your palette is fairly small, to be honest, but it depends. For a 9x12, something like that, it's more than fine. I guess if you've got a bigger palette and you like to spread paint with it might be a little tight, but really, you just have to work with what you've got. So, don't, if you're watching this and you've never really tried painting before, just get something that you're gonna, even just pencil and paper, just sort of experiment going outside. You just build up your kit gradually, and you'll find your own perks and stuff that you like to use. But I watch a few videos like this. I actually got spare pin in there as well. Just handle spare pin. But yeah, I'm gonna pat this down. If anyone's got any questions about what kit, then by all means, send them a comment and let me know if you want any clarity on anything. We'll probably see this field a lot in my future videos. It's a spot literally 50 yards from my house. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to stand in the field or not. It's actually a farmer's field, but I've got away with it up to now. But it's not a remarkable subject. It's something I like to paint a lot. It's a really lovely space. It's nice and simple, and I believe you don't need a lot to get started. You don't need a lot to start painting. You just have to set up and get going. So if you're thinking about getting this plein air, don't overthink it. Just get yourself out there, get a bit of kit, build your confidence up, and start painting. Because the less fuss you've got when you start painting, and you've got your setup and you know what you're doing, the more likely you are to get out there and paint. When you've got to think about the hassle of setting up and everything else like that, you get really overwhelmed. You give up before you even step out your door. Because I think an artist I really look up to is Hayley Jo Summers, and she said in her book, Plein Air Painting, which is really good, the hardest thing generally is just to step out your front door. So anything you can do to reduce that stress, just do it. Because the only way you get better at painting, I believe, is painting from life, painting outdoors, and by actually painting. It's amazing how you can watch all the videos in the world and you can watch all the tutorials and think you've got it, and when you step out, it can be a shock to how hard it actually is. But the reality is, the only way you're actually ever going to get better is by standing in a field, setting up and getting to work. Obviously, you need fundamentals, but for me, I've just learned on the job pretty much, and I've still continued to do, and I still will do forever, really. So there's no point where you need to start, where you need to be good enough to go outside, or you don't feel like you're good enough. If you're in that sort of position, in that headspace, just get some basic setup, get your own kit, build it up slowly. Like I say, you can start with a pencil and paper. That's a good way to start, and just get yourself used to going outside. Start in your driveway, start in your garden, build your confidence up, and then slowly just make your way outside, because for me it made a world of difference to my paintings and the way I paint. So I'm rambling on a bit here, but you can see how no fuss that is. I've got my bag on, and I've done my painting, however long that took, especially this time of night where it's the light would be gone in 45 minutes. You can see how long it took me to set up. I've been set up and I'm back down. I started at like 3 minutes to. It's like 7:10 now. So it's like what, 10 minutes? So 5 minutes each time roughly, set up and gone. So that's how I do it most of the time. And really that's all you need to do. Just get a low solution kit, build yourself up, get outside and start painting. Hope you like this video, and I'll see you on another one. Take care.